Hey y'all, hi. So I'm currently obsessed with this idea for makeup, for like a way of doing your makeup or a makeup look. Simple makeup everywhere on your face, except for one standout element that's either editorial in nature or editorial by virtue of being the one standout element in an otherwise very light, simple, fresh, no makeup look. And I have compiled for you a long list of standout elements. So basically, the formula is this. The fun to be had is this. Do your makeup with a very light hand, and then pick one of these elements and add it in on top. It and only it. I feel like it's the way, it's the light, it's the future, it's the now. This one trick pony makeup look. And it's so versatile because, as you'll see, depending on which one of these elements you pick, it radically changes the way that you end up looking. I cannot wait to present my list to you. I also now issue to you the daily reminder to subscribe, and also the reminder, the customary reminder, that I am a published poet. I have a prize-winning book of poetry available on the market, and I will link that in the description box down below. Now let's get into the meat of the video. This video is sponsored. Sleep and Glow is having a rare 15% off sale this month. And they're sponsoring me to tell you about it, which is great because you know I'm obsessed with both of my Sleep and Glow pillows. I'm actually kind of passionate about sleep wrinkles on the face, and I've been paying attention to this for years because I get them. Sleep-specific creases tend to be these kind of vertical lines that form because of your face being smushed into the pillow when you're sleeping, rather than wrinkles that form because of expressions that you make when you're awake. I used to just sleep with my face hanging off the mattress. I felt that if I could only get so that my face was floating in space, I would minimize those effects. And my dream was to sleep on my back so that there would be no smooshing at all. But I have always been a side sleeper. I could never sleep comfortably on my back until recently. Stay tuned. These pillows have been designed for this exact purpose. The Alla is to make back sleeping more comfortable and possible. And the Omnia is to cradle your head so that your face is literally floating in space when you sleep. My dream. And the pillows are designed by orthopedists, which I especially notice when I'm sleeping with the Alla pillow on my back. Everything is aligned and my shoulders are flat on the mattress, and that's what makes the whole rest of my body and my neck feel the best. But I am a lifelong side sleeper. My shoulder is not acting up and I'm feeling really restless, then I'll switch to the Omnia. And then the face cradle with the cutout will be what's keeping my face from being compressed. To get the 15% off discount, which is for International Women's Day, you have to use my promo code HANNAH15. It will work from March 1st until March 16th for 15% off. And then after that, it will just be $15 off of your order with my code. Thank you, Sleep and Glow. I love working with this brand because I've been using the pillows literally for years, and it's great to be able to report back about something about which I have so much personal data. So imagine this. You wake up one morning, you put on your simple baseline, sort of freshening but undetectable makeup, and then you reach into the bag of tricks and you pull this one out, a blazingly brilliant silver inner corner. Look at these images. I think that this must have been the runway look on some sort of fashion runway. I don't know from fashion runways, okay? I just saw this look on multiple models in multiple places. Stunning every time. And it is just so cool with simplicity everywhere else because it's statement making, it's an editorial choice, it's playful to a degree, it's definitely an outlier, it's not natural, but it's also so subtle and so appropriate for like kind of anything. And it's also a little bit futuristic. It is the perfect balance. Every note is struck. It in and of itself is a symphony. I'm so into it. This may or may not be the concept that caused me to want to make this entire video. Silver inner corner. Suggestion number 2, quite simple makeup everywhere else, and then very heavy makeup of this one specific type on the lids and lashes. And that is this inky black, basically all over the lids and really buffed out, like a very intense smoky eye that's with black, gloss-like glitter shine all over, and then really thick black eyelashes. Having that be like the only strong choice. So not full glam on the face, just this one really strong choice on the eyes. I think that's so fashion. And this is a little bit less maybe office appropriate. This would be more for going out or for some kind of event, you know, but I think that it's a really beautiful kind of jewelry on the face to wear to such an event. And I also think it's kind of badass. You know what I mean? Like it gives you that edge if you need that edge, but you also want to stick to something that doesn't feel too makeup laden. I just think that this kind of eye look can really carry itself off as the only accent on the face. It doesn't need like a strong lip to balance it out or anything. My current way of thinking about putting together makeup looks, I feel like a strong lip would take away in most cases from an eye like this. Okay, an oldie but a goodie, one of my favorites, a thick line of glitter as eyeliner, but nothing else on the eyes, nothing else like of note on the face, right? No strong blush, again, no strong lip or anything, maybe even no mascara, but just right where the lashes start, a pretty thick line of glitter. And it can just be glitter suspended in a clear medium like that. What's that one I used to use? The Urban Decay. Urban Decay had like a paint on glitter liner. Heavy Metals, Urban Decay Heavy Metals. That was amazing for this, for something more subtle, but it could also be like a glittery crayon liner that's in a color or something, and that could work as a little bit more of a statement, more graphic. But my favorite way to do this is just with glitter and not with an actual line. No line, just shine. And you can quote me on Did I mention that I'm a prize-winning poet? That's why they pay me the big bucks. Okay, this one is pretty ubiquitous, I feel, or maybe it's just on my Pinterest homepage, but I feel like I see this all over the place. I also think this is, it's like many people might say, no, no, ma'am, no way, no how, under no circumstances, but a whole lot of other people who might not ordinarily share makeup tastes might be like, okay, I'll try this. And it is a bright matte color all over the lids. Even if you think that it's not your thing, just give it a try and it might surprise you, because I feel like this isn't my thing, right? A bright matte color, just this color blocking, especially with something like blue or green or purple. It's counter to my current like cream colored wool, brown shimmer vibe, you know? But every time I try it, always for YouTube, always to be like, LOL, I'm going to try something different. Every time I try it, I end up feeling so cool and it feels like it does align. It is something that I can do. And the key is keeping it simple on the rest of the face, because then it is just like you put on a bangle or a ring or some statement earrings. It's just the same as putting on statement earrings. Y'all, this one, the strong matte color all over the lid, it's just the same as putting on a pair of statement earrings. And you can choose whichever color you want. So, you know, maybe blue is really clashing with your vibe, but then pick something like forest green or something that feels like it's a little bit more vibing. Up next, maybe a normcore, but still a goodie. And it cannot be denied. And it had to make it onto this list. We won't dwell, but I just couldn't not. A red lip and nothing else strong, okay? And that's the thing that for some of you might be what's different. Some of you are probably out there being like, I know you are. I see your comments. You're like, I'm not really into makeup. I don't wear makeup. I came for the fashion content, but then I stayed around watching the videos because it's nice to hang out. And you're just watching the makeup content even though it's totally not relevant to you. Okay, if that's you, this is yours. This is the softball for you. A strong red lip, and you don't even have to put makeup on the rest of your face. Just nothing else, okay? Or whatever else you normally do. If that's nothing, it's nothing. If it's a little bit of something, just do that and then add a strong red lip, even just to wear it around the house and see how you feel. And then just go to the grocery store, okay? Or go pick up your takeout and just see, dip your pinky toe in this manner. If you're out there always with a full face and you love makeup so much and it's hard to wear like fewer than 10 products on any given day because it's the best part of your day where you're sitting there and doing that, I get you. I feel you. Okay, it's me too. Then I feel like the challenge is to do this with very light brows, no mascara, either no blush or the tiniest amount, undetectable blush, and a strong red lip. Let's all try it tomorrow, okay? Packed. Red lipstick packed. It's the tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Red Lipstick. It's the makeup product. It's the one. It's the only one. And I feel like all of us can wear it in a new way just by tinkering with whatever else we put on our face. Okay, this one is probably Euphoria inspired. I just feel like it's gonna hit for someone, okay? Chunky glitter somewhere on the face. It could be the eyes, it could be underneath the eyes in this like fake teardrop situation. It could be on the lips. It could be in the eyebrows. If you're going to the club, if you're going dancing and you want to look like you've done a little something, you want to show up kind of in that way, sense of fun, slightly editorial, maybe a little bit intimidating, you know, but you're not about a full face of makeup, or you're trying to move a little bit more in like a chill direction with the way that you apply your makeup. This could be the one for that situation. Glitter brows, or just a little glitter on the cheeks or something. I really like the idea of very minimal makeup, like really presenting the face with which you woke up to the world, and then chunky glitter. That's so confident to me. I feel like that's a very confident choice. Similarly, but different, colorful graphic liner. I see so many images of this. This is probably also still the legacy of Euphoria. This is harder to do, okay? I like glitter. I'm like the chunky glitter girl because you kind of can't mess it up. It looks great wherever it gets. You know, wherever it gets, it looks great under those lights at the club. But a graphic liner is really hard to do because you're trying to make a straight line on a curved surface, i.e. the surface of your face. Sticking with something pretty simple, like I remember seeing an image of just a really small bright green line underneath the eye, like halfway or a third of the way eyeliner underneath the eye, or just a little wing, but it's just coming from the corner out or something like that. This is kind of the more difficult, but also more low-key version of the bright matte color all over the lid, because that's easier to do without messing up. This might take a little bit of trial and error. It might take a delicate hand. The impact is a little bit more delicate as well. So it might be a better choice for some people and for some situations. Okay, simple makeup everywhere, no makeup everywhere, strong blush on the cheeks that also goes onto the eyelids. And I think that the challenge for many of us in this situation would be to refrain from using mascara, right? Because I feel like mascara in this situation where you don't have a lot of visible makeup on or any, and you have a light brow and then the really strong blush brought onto the eyes, mascara stands out against that. And when someone looks at you, you're clearly wearing two things, blush and mascara, but just leaving it as the blush and having it just be that. So ethereal, so editorial, so like middle finger to the world. You know what I mean? It's like IDGAF. I just like blush and I like it so much that I put it on my eyes too. And I didn't even take the time to put mascara on because it's not about you. That's what this says to me. Ooh, maybe my favorite. Next on the list, a slightly glossy taupe eyeshadow. Kind of what I have today. This is Diamond Dog, which is a relaunch from Urban Decay. I saw Amanda Z talking about it on Instagram stories, I think. I have it here. Turns out I don't have it here, but I got it to talk about it in a video. I got it for a video. So stay tuned. Watch more videos and then it'll turn up eventually. It's a glossy taupe. There are other glossy taupes. It's a little more on the brown side. I just love no makeup with a conspicuous glossy taupe eye of any depth, you know what I mean, which you might have to calibrate depending on your skin tone and like your coloring elsewhere to make it have impact. And maybe it won't even be taupe for you. Maybe it'll be like a darker brown, but it's like that grungy, smudgy, some editorial shade of dirt, whichever one works best. Really glossy, smudged all over the eye, and that's your only makeup. It's a serve. Okay, listen to this. Very simple makeup. I woke up like this, makeup and a strong brown lip. Doesn't that kind of give you goosebumps? It's like red lip, eat your heart out. This to me is way cooler, but has the potential to be even more striking depending on how much contrast there is with the brown, like which brown you choose for you. I feel, and maybe these are strong words, like no makeup and a brown lip is the new red lip. No, that's not true. There is no new red lip. There's never going to be anything replacing the red lip, but I feel like this is just as valid of a choice and potentially a more versatile choice. Arguably what I'm wearing today, I mean, I think this is looking less brown as the day goes on. I'm testing some of those Isamaya products. I had Isamaya Black Veil. I had it on in a different video. It's like a purplish brown and then it wore away and then I ate 2 huge spoonfuls of peanut butter. It took so long for them to go all the way down my throat and into my stomach. It like delayed the video. I'm just sitting here feeling my esophagus, pushing the peanut butter down, in awe of the human body, frankly, but also delayed. That happened. And then I put this Rabanne Soul Kiss lip balm on top. A brown lip can be really impactful and can be very editorial, but I feel like it's just a bit more wearable in the everyday for most people in most cases than a strong red. So it's both easier and edgier. And how can you go wrong with that? Ooh, this one I saw a bunch of images of when I was gathering images for this video, and I just couldn't ignore it after a point. I see a lot of images floating around of editorial makeup or runway makeup where it's just like a lot of black eyeshadow on the lid and underneath smudged out into a wing. That I feel might be hard to make it look good without it just being so editorial that, I don't know, maybe some of you can. Let me know if you've worn your makeup like that. This is kind of like that, but instead of it being smudged out into a wing, it's a little more contained shape-wise, a little bit messier, like a little bit all over the place, and with a really brilliant copper in the center of the lid. So it's like grungy black eyeshadow all around, almost like you rubbed it in with your fist, and then copper in the center of the lid. That to me is so stunning. Similar time and place appropriateness to the really glossy, shiny, glittery black lid. I feel like you get even more impact from an eye look like this by toning down the makeup all over the rest of your face, and that's what it's all about today. That's what it's all about today. Not every day. That's what we're talking about today. Ooh, this one. No makeup and then a metallic sheen that's close to your skin tone, but that's not necessarily, like, I feel like the taupe one, what that really meant was kind of a glossy, semi-sheer eyeshadow that is a few shades darker than your skin, that's in like an earthy, taupey color family all around on your lids. By this, when I say metallic sheen all around the eyes that's close to your skin tone, I'm talking about a metallic, like a dark copper brown or a yellow gold, like an actual metallic color, but picking one that isn't too contrasty with your skin. And the image that made me think of this is of someone with bright yellow gold, metallic all around. So it's very obviously jewelry for the face. You know, it's very obviously an adornment, but it has this kind of subtlety because it sort of semi blends in and kind of can be sheared away. And it feels almost a bit like part of the body, but extremely metallic. I just think that's so cool. And with no mascara or with really light mascara, it really is for fun. You know, it really makes it read like you were just playing, like you had your fingers in the paint pot that morning because you felt like it. Okay, this might be eye-rolly, but no makeup-ish, or like the illusion of no makeup, and a couple of well-placed face gems. Maybe they're passé, maybe they've had their time, but I saw some images that made them look fresh and really good. And some of them were of little stars, which I've actually seen some people wearing in the wild lately and really liked. The sense of fun that's there, I really love that. I wonder, can we continue dragging face gems behind us even as we enter the mid-earlies of 2025? You tell me. Just one little face gem on either side, or even just one, like instead of a mole. You could wear that to the office. Who's gonna say something? I mean, says I, when this is my office, but you know, that's how I feel. That's how I feel in this moment. I'm just putting it out there. No makeup and face gloss, or something really glossy on the cheeks, lips, and lids, like really glossy face, to the point where you can tell that that's makeup because nobody's that glossy, and it's definitely lip gloss, you know what I mean? There's not a lot else going on in terms of visible makeup on the face. I love that idea. I like the idea of being like, I don't wear makeup, but when I do, it's just gloss. It's just gloss all over. I'm just drenched. And lastly, hear me out, no makeup, and a really strong brow. This is the craziest one yet. Stronger than you usually do, like twice as strong. Or a different color, like a different shade, an ashier shade maybe than you usually use. No makeup, and a strong, really strong brow. That's me sometimes. And you know, sometimes it looks a little bit off the deep end, but also kind of fierce and kind of, if it's not too structured, I think it needs to be like a strong, wild brow. A sort of a strong, bushy brow, maybe. Maybe if you have a quite subtle, delicate brow shape already, you could make it stronger and keep it sort of sharp and delicate and groomed. You know what I mean? For me, I feel like to really lean into this, it would have to be wild, so it kind of just looks like my brows woke up like this too, and this just happens to be the brows that I have. I like this one because most of the statements that I've discussed here today are very visibly like strong, if not even colorful makeup, you know? But this one, the wild brow, is like something that really changes the effect of your face and the way that you look to people, but that could, if you do it with care, could be mistaken for something that is indeed also natural. So that is like kind of fun to play with. And that is it. A long list of inspiring, I hope I feel inspiring one trick pony makeup ideas to fuel hopefully our collective passion for this idea of the lightest touch all over the face except for one statement. It's like the statement piece of the face. So an outfit that is built around a single statement piece, it's like that for the face. But the statement, like if you're doing it with outfits, then you have to have a statement bag. And then every time you wear that bag, then that's the statement. The makeup, sort of the sky's the limit because you can use any one of your tools to sort of create multiple ones of these looks. Like you could use an eyeshadow palette to get that glitter liner or to get that matte color all over the lid or to get something graphic depending on how you use it. Now I know that you've come up with one as you were listening to me and anticipated that I would say it and then I didn't because I'm only me and these are only the ones that I came up with. So if you have one squirreled away, please add it to the comment section down below so that we can be even more inspired. Thank you so much for being here and spending this time with me. I can't wait to hear what you say. And don't forget to take extra good care of yourself so that you can be the most effective version of yourself as you do your work in the world.